we make dozens of money decisions, from what to buy, what to save, and what to postpone. But behind these choices lies an unexpected factor: gratitude. Have you ever stopped to think how gratitude affects your wallet? Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude are less likely to overspend and more likely to save. Reports indicate that gratitude reduces the pressure to compare ourselves with others, shifting the focus from what we lack to what we already have. In a country where the cost of living continues to stretch household budgets, this shift in mindset could be more powerful than it sounds. Financial experts note that many spending decisions today are emotional, driven by stress, social pressure, or the urge to catch up. Think about it. How many times do we spend not because we need something, but because we feel inadequate? When we appreciate what we have, we tend to make clearer and more deliberate financial choices. Gratitude doesn't just shape spending, it shapes the future. And yet, many of us still struggle with long-term planning, not because we lack the means, but because we are always chasing the next desire. So, if gratitude can reshape spending habits, strengthen planning, and lower financial stress, could it be the missing link in many people's approach to personal financial growth? Today on Financial Clinic, Sally Limo looks at the practical implications behind the gratitude mindset. How does it work? And how can it unlock a path towards financial stability in the midst of economic uncertainty?
Wow, what an amazing explainer right there to start us off, kick us off on matters, finances, financial matters this morning, where we're speaking about the gratitude mindset for financial growth. And I know there's that question: what is the link between gratitude and your wallet? And the question has been asked already: what impact does gratitude have on your wallet? So this is a discussion, or a conversation we want to invite you to be part of on 20316 SMS line, 0786 316 316. That is our WhatsApp line. Be part of this conversation of an amazing, amazing panel, a lady and a gentleman who will be helping us unpack this, understand this. These are gurus when it comes to, financial growth and that aspect of gratitude. So they're going to be with us here, helping us to to go through that. I have Celine in studio with me, as well as Francis, and they'll be introducing themselves shortly. My name is Sally Limo. Karibu sana. Karibuni, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for making time, for coming here to share your wisdom nuggets with us, helping us unpack this quite sensitive topic, especially now we're getting into the, the festive season, with a lot of gratitude, definitely, as we come towards the end of the year. But to start us off, Celine, maybe introduce yourself first, then Francis, and then we kick it off.
Thank you, Sally, for having me. My name is Celine Agira, accredited financial advisor and an insurance expert. It is a pleasure to be here this morning to talk about something that is powerful: gratitude. How cultivating gratitude can really change our mindset
right.
in financial growth. It can really change. So I invite the viewers to stay tuned and just enjoy with us this conversation.
Absolutely. Asante sana. Francis.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you for hosting us here, Sally. My name is Francis Ahaya. I'm a personal finance coach, and I'm happy to be here to talk about how gratitude can help us even grow our financial mindset and just be able to move us from point A to point B and into the future.
Okay.
Thank you.
Karibuni sana. And when you started, I could, in the explainer, they said gratitude can actually shape, our future, our spending, our finances. So that is true. Do you both agree?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
If you didn't, then they should have just ended. So anyway, Celine,
yes.
How then, let's start us off, does gratitude directly impact how people handle cash, or even, use it or plan for it?
Thank you. First of all, I would start, the explainer has brought it out very well.
Yeah.
And I would also, again, start from defining what is gratitude.
Right.
Gratitude simply means appreciating, or maybe intentionally focusing on what you already have, and instead of what you lack in your life. So when you appreciate what you already have, it doesn't mean that you are in denial, or rather everything else is going perfectly well in your life.
Yeah.
It is just about acknowledging what you have, the resources that come with life,
Right.
the opportunities that are there, and you're able to move on. You're able to unlock your financial planning, because somebody who is grateful, with a grateful mindset, what happens is that they get more clarity in everything that they do. They plan well. They plan well with their finances. They can manage their money well.
Right.
They are able to be to calm their emotional aspect of doing things, because some people do things out of emotions, out of now I'm lagging behind, everyone is ahead. So when they are grateful, a gratitude mindset helps us to be able to just calm, be quiet, and just plan before even you get that money. You plan so that even long term, it gives you that idea of taking your time and also appreciating the long term, the journey that you're going through. So that if you appreciate where you are right now, you'll be able to be focused and approach the journey calmly, with a lot of peace.
Very important what you've said. If you're able to appreciate where you are at right now, meaning appreciating what you have, Francis, then what does it mean, or how important is it to just appreciate what I have instead of thinking, I wish I did? What is the importance there of that part of gratitude that actually Selina's touched on?
Yes, the most important part of it is gratitude teaches you patience. Patience in the sense that I have come from somewhere. I am at this particular point, and it then opens up your world view, a bigger view of where you want to go to. And I would want to equate this to a glass, an empty glass that has some water. A gratitude mindset will tell you this glass is half full. There's water in it. Someone who is not even grateful about anything will look at it. Will look at it and say, "Hey, this glass is half empty," because you are looking, you are at a wrong perspective. But when you appreciate that the glass first has water at a half point of it, it means you are still appreciating the fact that you can still fill up the glass. You can still bring it up. And the patience part of it is, it then teaches you to know that it is a day at a time. It is a process. Once you appreciate it is a process, then you are easily likely to tune your mind to bring it to fruition. Even if you are planning something big, you have first of all to appreciate that this is what I have. And I just want to bring this even in the Bible, and I want to use Moses. When he met his God in that wilderness, he was asked, "What do you have?" And he appreciated the fact that I have something. I have somewhere to start at. And even God looked at it and realized that this one has appreciated, he has where to begin at. Even as I send him to the bigger journey of taking my children from this other end to Canaan, he has a place to begin with. And so you have to accept who you are. You have to accept where you are at the moment. You have to appreciate God and the environment of where you are at, and that then builds you up to bigger, great goals. Yes.
I love that you've spoken about scarcity mindset, because that would be my question then for you, Celine, in terms of, so what are some of these habits, gratitude habits, that can help us break free from that kind of a mindset, which is scarcity?
Gratitude will help us to do away with the scarcity mindset, where whatever you have, for instance, somebody who is earning maybe 30,000 a month, somebody who is having 30,000, a gratitude mindset will say, this is 30,000, I want to get to know how I can multiply it. But a scarcity mindset, this is kidogo money. It is small money that I cannot afford. The mindset will always be saying, a scarcity mindset will always be saying, this is, I can't afford it. While a gratitude mindset will say, I'm working on it. It's something, it is not a priority right now.
Yeah.
There is a way a gratitude mindset will be able to speak things in a positive way. Whatever you earn, this person will be able to spend maybe money emotionally, out of emotions.
Yeah.
And then this other one will be looking for ways on how to grow this money, which means they appreciate where they are, they appreciate whatever they have in their hands, and that way they are able to grow gradually.
So it's a good
And
habit.
It's a good
appreciation.
habit. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. In conversations on matters investment, you know, wealth, success, and all those things, rarely do you hear the word gratitude amongst these people. I don't know what could be the reason around that, Francis.
I think one of the main reason I can attribute to that is that we live in a world where people want to wake up, you sleep poor and you wake up rich.
Overnight success.
Overnight success. And so
Yeah.
then we bypass the most important part, which is the process. Now, when you have that gratitude mindset, you then appreciate that I can grow through time to reach to where I am at.
Right.
Now, the danger is when you start to think that I can sleep poor and overnight wake up rich, and having done nothing completely, then that then leads us to people living or having this disease that I call new lifestyle disease. And it's not anything medical. It is just that you are living for other people. You are living not because of your capacity. As Celine said, someone earns 30,000, and because their friends live in a building, in an apartment, they pay 20,000. And because they want to fit in. Someone wants to fit in. Gen Zs call it mbogi. You want to fit in the mbogi. You move there, and then now you create a whole lot of problems for yourself. And then that takes you backwards to spaces that you would not want to be in. But when you look at it and you appreciate the process, you be grateful for where you are at, then that gratefulness then helps you to build on becoming better and achieving more, but through a process, so that we do not have a get-rich-quick scheme in our mindsets, because then that is sending even our young people to do things that ordinarily would not be expected of them. So you get yourself to habits that are not right, and most importantly, that are not good.
Yes. I think what you talked about, Celine, also, it's what Francis is saying, comparison. Is it a killer of gratitude when you start comparing your lives, like what he's saying? Just because you have this, then I must have, or, you know, competition, those kind of things. Does it affect the financial growth?
Definitely. Because even in our field, you find that we speak to different people who are in their different levels of financial capabilities. But then you find that they want to just grow overnight. And what happens is that you'll not be able to start from where you are. You will always be waiting for something big to happen so that you're able to start from where other people are. You don't want to drive that car where you are, that suits your status. You want to buy a bigger car while you cannot afford it, you cannot sustain. So it forces you to go and do what? And take a loan somewhere and buy that bigger car so that you're able to fit in.
Out of peer pressure, even grown-ups, you have peer pressure.
Out of comparison, peer pressure, and all that. And that is what Sigmund Freud said, that called id, the super ego, and the ego. What the id does is that part of our minds. He says that our mind has got three different forces, where we have the id, super ego, and the ego. And the id now, the part of the mind is that part that wants instant gratification. Somebody has done this, I also want that. Instant pleasure. I want it now. Then the super ego is that part of our minds, because gratitude mindset is not only a spiritual aspect, but also a financial principle. So that part of our mind tells us that no, this one you don't need it right now. That part that reasons, the part of our minds that tells us this is right to do at this particular time. Now gratitude the ego that neutralizes the two, the id and the super ego, helps us to be able to do what? To make the right decisions, the right choices with our financials.
Okay.
So it's represses the whole thing, the whole idea, so that we are able to do the right thing at the right time.
Okay.
And if we compare ourselves to other people who are maybe ahead of us, we will always be complaining.
Absolutely.
And when we complain, what happens? We stagnate.
You don't even focus on
you don't focus on your goals.
Yeah.
So you don't create. You don't create anything because
Okay.
first of all, you don't appreciate what you already have in your hands. So it is important to appreciate where we are, even as we look forward to growth. Yes.
Is there a way that gratitude, just by being grateful and thankful, can help an individual, for example, to be able to be disciplined when it comes to long-term financial planning, setting of my goals? Does it play a role? Are the two,
Yes.
connected?
Yes, yes. It plays a bigger role in this sense. There are we learned that there's an aspect of patience.
Okay.
And long-term planning and long-term financial planning requires patience from someone.
Yeah.
That they need to know that I'm putting across this money is probably to take care of my retirement, and my retirement is 20, 30 years away.
Okay.
But if I wait until those 30 years have come, I will need a lot of money, for instance, to purchase an annuity to take care of my retirement. But I have a lot of time now where I can start taking in kidogo, very little by little money that you can afford at that particular point. And then life gives us opportunities that today you earn this much, and then in a few years you are earning better. And so if you have that gratitude mindset, if you are thankful of the opportunities and the chances and the time that and seasons you are living in, even if you start at the minimum, as time goes by and you get increases in income and incomes, then you are also likely to cultivate the mindset of increasing what you have, because you have gotten used to contributing, and then you've been on this scale for certain times, and then it has gone up. So as it goes up, you have developed enough patience muscles. I usually call it patience muscles.
Yeah.
That I'm able to wait on this to grow. And just like a farmer would do, they would plant, they will water their garden, they will wait for time to come, and they will reap what they put down. And so that's a process. And just to avoid a scenario where, and sometimes it is technology. Technology has both sides, the good and the bad.
Definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so some of these technologies have gotten in hands of many, and some look at it and say, I can do this and put my money here, and it will multiply over time.
Cryptocurrencies and all that.
And bettings and all those things. And so when you put in that money, you end up now losing the little you had. But if you had a mindset of appreciating that these are my steps and I can take the baby steps, I'll put in little and wait for it to germinate into a bigger thing. So there's a thin line between being thankful and waiting upon it to go the long way, and then the other side of the coin where someone lacks the patience and they assume ABCD will just happen. And that's why you hear at some point, even in these corridors, and someone will start even blaming God.
Yeah, yet it is your own failure of not planning, isn't it? Mine is about planning. Celine, on the same question on goal settings, long-term wealth creation, how then does being grateful link with the two?
Yes, I would say if you appreciate what you have, you appreciate your income, you appreciate your family, you appreciate yourself, you appreciate anything that you value around you, you'll be able to plan long term. You'll be able to be patient enough and see that I value my family. I would want to take even life assurance, which is long term, for them, to cover them, to protect them, because I value them, because you appreciate them.
You're grateful.
For them.
Nice.
You wouldn't want something to happen to them.
Right.
Yep. Now, I said that I'm an insurance expert. That one helps you to be able to say, this one, how does it help? How can it help my family? How can it help even my income? How can it protect my income? You will be able to value that. So in the long run, you'll be able to be patient enough because you know the goal behind it. You know the rationale behind what you're doing. So you'll be able to take it seriously. You'll be able to move forward and be patient enough to wait to the end.
All right.
And I think if you're not grateful, you will be, for instance, I tell you, Sally, start from where you are.
Yeah.
Work with a goal, a certain goal, maybe get to have maybe 2 million in 10 years. Then you say, in 10 years I'll be waiting for 2 million. Me, I can't do that. While ideally, that is where you are.
Yeah.
Because we work with people and we've seen people who start from very little and they grow over time. Actually, somebody starts by putting maybe 5,000 a month, just putting aside 5,000 in a month. Then later on, these people or this person comes back and gets another plan that gives them a better coverage.
Okay.
Or rather, they can they take even 100,000, 50,000, and mark you, this person is the same person that started with 5,000 a month. So accept where you are, look at long term, because gratitude mindset will have clarity. They will have a clear roadmap on where they are going. Okay. So it teaches you that patience. It teaches you everything that comes with great things in life. Another thing is that a gratitude mindset will always be calm, be peaceful in whatever you're doing. You're content. You don't do things out of pressure, out of peer pressure, out of behind. Okay. Everyone is ahead. No. You'll be able to see things differently and you'll be able to plan better with your money.
Fantastic. Yes. That was quite profound. And you've talked about life insurance, life cover, all right? Francis, maybe you can just touch a little bit on that, because then, I mean, I think that's a whole beautiful way of showing that you're really grateful about these people, what Selina was just talking about. Please, what are the benefits of that particular cover? Okay.
Life assurance is, I usually call it a token of love. And a token of love in this sense. And I just want to give a little aspiration, a little illustration, and then as I explain it. Many of us, apart from a few, the lucky ones, many of us were, the basic thing we have inherited from our parents is basically DNA and be called a child of so-and-so. And so you have to appreciate that I have come from this level of background. And this is the match I got from my parents is the DNA. That if I went for DNA test, I'll be called the son of
so-and-so.
Son of so-and-so. But basically, there's nothing material. There's nothing that you can look back and say, now this one, I got it from. And that happens to many African homes.
Right.
But then there comes life assurance. And it gives you an opportunity to make sure that your children do not just inherit your DNA, Sally, but they inherit something bigger.
Yeah.
And in the event you go on to meet your maker, what are you leaving behind? For them. And I was telling a group when I was doing a wellness clinic the other day, I was asking these people, if you have happened to visit the burial of the rich and the burial of the poor.
They don't cry much.
These people mourn differently. Those people who do not, the person whose breadwinner did not.
Is that a joke around your circles? Because I've heard it with your colleagues.
Actually, I told someone yesterday.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah, because the person who is poor, or someone who did not plan for themselves or for leaving a legacy behind.
Just seeing a dark future ahead.
They are seeing a dark future. They are crying and they are wailing, falling down and doing all those theatrics. Because at the end of the day, the breadwinner has gone.
Yeah.
The future is
bleak,
uncertain. Then on the other side, there's someone who took their, and when I say poor and rich, I don't necessarily mean where you've come from, all those things. But how did you take care of your planning, of your resources?
Right.
So this person who took what Sally and Francis told them while they were working and able, their people are crying, but knowing in about 3 weeks or a month.
Next week, the kids will still go to school.
The kids will still go to school. There still be food on the table, and so they are crying for losing the loved one.
Yeah.
But on the other side, that other person is crying for losing the life, the loud one, and the money they used to bring.
I have to take a short break because Francis, I'm already visualizing this, the drama, you know, and from some certain parts of the country. So I can relate. Anyway, let's take a very short break from this amazing conversation with Celine and Francis with me in studio, financial experts who are actually helping us, you know, unpack this particular amazing topic and giving us wisdom nuggets on how important gratitude is when it comes to financial growth. Shortly, we'll be listening to Mary Maina, a story of impact. This is a partner who will be telling us her story. Let's listen in and we'll be right back after this.
My name's Amasi Maina. I'm a mother of 3 girls. I'm a single mother. I'm born again. I remember in 2011, I was in a very, very low season, and I was seeking God, because normally, as a human weakness, whenever you're in troubles or in tribulations is when you start seeking God. And now this time to be true, I was not seeking God because I wanted a relationship with Him. It is because I was struggling. And so somehow along the way I came to know about Family TV, and I started watching. And as this man of God started ministering to me, I knew that I should not be running to God when I'm in problems, but should cultivate a relationship with Him. And so as I continued to watch, as I continued to listen to many preachers, I started now seeking a closer relationship with God. And I was also watching behind the scenes. I could see you going to visit to people's homes, and something told me in my spirit that one day the Family TV will visit you, and this is the day. And I'm very delighted. I'm so happy. I am thanking God. I don't take it lightly. And again, I like your responses. Whenever we partner with you, you always send us messages, very inspiring messages. In fact, I have never deleted any of them. I have been going through them at times when I'm down I'm down again. I go through those messages and I feel uplifted. And you know, there's the way the Word of God uplifts you, even when you are in your lowest. The Bible says in the book of Galatians that don't tire in doing good whenever you have the opportunity to do so, and especially to the family of believers. And it has continued to say that you reap what you sow. So even before I met Family TV, I have been supporting the work of God whenever I can. And even maybe when somebody is in need, I just feel I don't earn a lot of money, but that little, I feel I get the conviction to support the work of God, because I know I cannot be in every place. But when I support, those people I'm supporting will be able to go where I cannot go.
We invite you to become part of the family that is helping keep Jesus on the airways by making a donation to M-Pesa paybill number 316 with your phone number as the account number.
I would tell anybody who has not started partnering with you to do it as soon as possible. Yes, because because you're going to reap very soon. And whenever you're in need, God will always remember that you have been investing in His kingdom by supporting His work. So anybody who calls him or herself a born-again Christian should very quickly start partnering with the people who are ready to spread the gospel of God.
What a beautiful story right there by Mary Maina. And she has just said it very quickly, partner. Because, you know, the blessing she's talking about, really, do you want to miss out on that? She's talking about the inspiration that she gets from Family Media, the lives. She says she cannot go very far to touch lives. However, through her contribution, through her support, then she's able to reach those many people. You may not be able, maybe somewhere seated, you're not feeling well, probably, you know, you're under the weather and stuff, and you cannot reach out to anybody, and even due to finances and stuff like that. However, the little that you may be able to support us with will actually go along. It will work for you. It will take that long journey for you. So remember, it is through your support, your collaboration, that we as Family Media for the last 26 years, we've been able to bring you such amazing content. We are not dependent on any other person but our partners. So we've been able to do this ministry, or have this ministry, because of your help. So it is our special prayer and request that you continue. Don't give up on us, as I always say. Keep working with us, keep holding our hands, so that we may be able to impact many, many more lives, with even conversations like what you're having this morning, you know, to reach many people there, to know that indeed, just by being grateful, you know, then there's a lot of blessings that come with it. We are grateful for this far that you've worked with us. So remember, you can support us through paybill number 316, and the account name is your telephone number. God bless you, even as you purpose to support this amazing ministry, and we keep Jesus on the airwaves. And back to our conversation this morning, we're speaking about the gratitude mindset, you know, for financial growth. And I have an amazing panel with me in studio this morning, cracking me up, you know, with a lot of stories here. But before we get back to the conversation, then I'll get back to, you know, our socials. And someone is saying, Celine and Francis, good morning, Sally and the guests. Thank you for this timely discussion. Could you clarify, if let's say person A always does not want to spend on things they have not planned for even if it's some sort of an emergency, they hold their money tightly, considering most things frivolous, while person B is always willing to spend and even help others in the process? Who has a scarcity or an abundant mindset between the two of them? Thank you so much, Akisa Inyele, for that question. And my guest in studio, of course, Celine Aguirre, as well as Francis, are here to respond to that. So who's going to go first? The lady, Celine.
Thank you for the question.
Yes.
I would start by saying there is nothing as like an emergency that you can handle. Mm-hmm. There is that part of your mind that will tell you that this one, I mentioned, by the way, mm-hmm. a while ago,
yeah.
And this one is psychological, because you will find that part of your mind that is telling you, this one don't do, mm-hmm. this one you can do. You'll be able to know when now you have that, when you incorporate the gratitude mindset,
yes.
you'll be able to know, is it right to do it? Mm-hmm. Is it right not to do? Because yes, we multiply or we grow even by helping people. It's
right.
even in the Bible, it's, the Bible supports that, that we don't live for ourselves,
yeah.
but we do it with wisdom, with a lot of wisdom. Mm-hmm. You cannot overstretch yourself to do something that you are not in a position
correct.
To do. So there is that part of your mind that will repress the impulsiveness in purchases or
yeah.
the way you're doing things. Mm-hmm. You'll be able to plan very well.
Okay.
Because when this part tells you, this part of the mind tells you that and you need to do this, and it is not the right thing to do at that particular moment, you'll not be able, you'll not do it. Okay. You will find a way of neutralizing the whole thing and do it in the right manner. Now that's why we also have emergency funds like money market account. Open a money market account, and this money market account will not just handle everything now that it's something that you can access. Yeah. It is an account that you can access anytime. So when anybody comes, because those are there, when anybody comes, you just you just withdraw money and give to them. Yeah. There is a way you will handle it, and I think both of them are, I would say, they have gratitude mindset, but the way you're now putting it, the way you're now expressing it matters a lot. Because you can't be also able to do everything because you have that gratitude mindset and you want to just...
So none of them has abundance or scarcity? They're okay as they are? Because one is holding on to money even when there's an emergency. They don't want to release. No. So I think Akisa's question is, so is that an abundance? Who has... Then this other one just spends.
Both of them, I can say, even this one who is holding on to money. Holder, how will your money grow? Where's the growth part of it? Where's the growth coming in? If you are holding on to the money, you don't want to release it. You don't want to. There are good risks that you can take with your money. Release that money to grow somewhere else, or to do something, an emergency like maybe a sickness. Exactly. How can you hold money while you have it? That one, I think there is some sort of scarcity mindset.
Yes.
I think there is some scarcity because you always feel you have little. You want just to keep it.
you hold on to it.
You hold on to it. You don't want to spend it. You must be able to spend. You must be able to make some wise decisions.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let's go to the next one. Someone is saying, hello, Sally and the guest in studio. Does gratitude play a role in reshaping someone's identity from I'm bad with handling cash to I'm capable of growth? Francis.
Yes, and thank you. Thank you for that question that you've put across. And this is how I would want to just put it across.
Yeah.
That handling cash or handling resources is strictly dependent on how you budget that money. So someone has to learn the aspect of budgeting.
Okay.
So that if I have X amount of shillings that would come in, I would allocate this money, including creating an emergency kitty.
Okay.
That if this is to go out, is going out to do what? So that then again, the how you handle the money becomes not an impulse thing.
All right.
It is just like I've woken up and I go and do this. And so someone has to strictly walk down the path of financial wellness, which is having some goals, and for the goals to come to fruition, someone needs to do budgeting. And budgeting, I usually tell my people, it is important to budget for your money to the very least of the things that you think about.
Okay.
And in the old school way of doing things, I would have told someone, if you earn this particular money, then buy envelopes. Like you, envelope 1 has rent money.
Yeah.
Envelope 2 has black tax. Envelope 3 has all those things and emergency and every other thing. And a perspective will be this, that if I had budgeted for social capital, for my social circles, say 3,000, and I have exhausted on the few weddings that have been there, on the few things that have been there within that month, and I'm left, I have money in the envelope for rent. I have money in the envelope for food. I have money in the envelope for fuel. And then someone comes and tells me, Francis, I would need to get 2,000. You see, if you tell them you don't have money, you are not lying, and you are still going to heaven.
Yeah.
In the sense that I had this budget for such things.
And really, the envelope is empty.
The envelope is empty.
Yes.
The envelope is empty. Because then again, if you skip the part of budgeting, you'll find yourself in the third stage of life, which is called debt. And just touching a bit on it, debt, then we have 2 types of debts. There are those constructive, which are good debts, and then we have bad debts that, especially in our African society and in our Kenyan society, the bad debts are largely brought about because of impressing. I want to look good before people.
What we just started talking about, right?
I don't want to tell Sally, I can't give her this 2,000, and she's my buddy. She'll not understand. So I go the other side, I get a debt and give it, and even give it to her. And when Sally returns that money, will not return plus the Fuliza extra money that came into it. And so you want to look this good person, appear nice, but then again at the end
expense of that's the question.
At the expense of your own, on your own growth. Yes.
Fantastic. I think that is well responded to. And then before we get back to, of course, we're still in the conversation, but Celine, the same person asks, what does scarcity mindset look like? I think we've talked about it, but they say in our everyday financial life. There's that the long term, but in an everyday situation, how would you describe someone, this one, as a scarcity mindset?
The same person has asked the question, which means this person knows where, knows what she's talking, or he or she is talking about. Because in our everyday operations, you'll find that somebody has money, they can't even buy themselves lunch, because they're feeling, if I buy lunch, this money, it will reduce. Yani, you restrict yourself. Even though you have a budget, like my co-panelist is saying, you need to have a budget. Once you have a budget, you'll be able to know that I cannot afford lunch. I can carry lunch, packed lunch from home, so that now when you come, you've not carried lunch from home. You have money, some money in your pocket. You can't even buy lunch for yourself. You can't even pay, let's say I call you out for a
coffee or something,
coffee meetup. Then I can't pay anything. Whenever we meet, it is you to pay. I can't pay because I have that scarcity mindset. I don't have all the time. So even in a social circle, people will know that this one, and believe you me, you'll not attract so many people. You'll not attract some networks because you're really closing yourself. Your hand is not free to give. And that is even in our churches, because we give so that our churches can grow, our pastors can earn, everybody else who needs support even from the church. So every time you go to church, even offering, you give 50 bob since 1961 to date. It is that
it
just that 50. It has never increased. That is the only amount that you can afford, because it is all in your mind that me, I can only give 50 Kenya shillings. I can only give maybe 20 Kenya shillings. I cannot go beyond that. That is a scarcity mindset. Everything we do, even in the house, you can't just allow your children to feel that mom is working, my dad is working somewhere. You can't spoil them once in a while. If you all the time they're in the house, they can't go outdoor. They can't do anything. That is now a scarcity mindset, because you can't do anything. You're just looking at your money. You want to see it.
Very practical, by the way, very practical.
It is my money. I don't want to release any. If I release a coin, it will reduce. Then you don't allow your money to grow, because you don't want, and somebody like that will take time to decide whether they want to grow this money. They want to multiply.
So they just keep. That's their joy.
Yes, that's their joy. They want to see. They want to get all the time. They want to get from somebody else. You find that they have their own, but when I meet with Francis, I try very hard to get something from him. But mine is just with me.
The whole mentality. Anyway, let's talk about children, because we cannot have this conversation without involving our children when it comes to, planning and helping them understand this gratitude thing. So how then do we bring in our children into this conversation for a healthy, future financial health?
Thank you. And I appreciate the fact that we have children. Myself, I'm a father of very beautiful daughters. And one of the things that as a parent you must understand, that you have children is not your doing. It is God's.
Yes.
And you are just but a steward of those of the children on behalf of God.
Yeah.
And so what is the type of relationship would you want to have even with your children, especially when it comes to money? And two things. One, you have to start training your children early. To start putting money aside. You have to start training your children early that everything is not consumable. If you have some, if you send them on a chore to do, or you send them, they have come number one or number whatever in school, and you want to extend 50 shillings, you have to really bring, and this is what I tell parents. If you want to give to your children, if you are giving your children money, if you want to give them 200, don't give them a 200 shillings note.
Okay.
Break that money down. Bring 50 or 50, 100 or something like that. And then as that money comes, you have to, good thing nowadays, they are what we call piggy banks. They are for our children. So you first of all teach them that this money as it comes, you have to take this, a part of this money, and you might not necessarily dictate how much. Tell them this is this much, but I want to see how much you can put into this.
What is the importance of the breaking down of that money into smaller denominations?
Yes, the importance of breaking down that money for this child is, first of all, for me, I usually, kids, you have to grow their abundance mentality.
Okay.
that it is a lot.
All right.
Because if it is one knot,
yeah.
to them it might, especially if they are under 10, they might not see as a lot of money.
Yeah.
But when it is 200 in 4 knots, that's a lot of money compared to if it is 200 in 1 knot.
Very true.
And so when they have it in smaller knots, in smaller denominations, you are able now then to teach them that this part of this money you have to put here. This other part of the money, even if you are to go and buy 5 lollipops for 50 shillings, you have a lot, but you have still put something. And as I'm teaching my daughters, I can use an example of my Tamara, who is 6 years.
Okay.
And when I tell her, when around Christmas, like now, we'll have an opportunity to open that.
The piggy bank.
The piggy bank. And in that, if we are going to a place and they need to say to go to spend, and they need to go on that high trampoline or those things. I don't pay for all of them for them. For her, for instance, you will go out there, and the money that was in this, she will take. This one costs 400 shillings from your money. Lipa hii kitu ni 400. From your money, this one has to do ABCD. That way, the child tends, or the children tends to understand that moving forward, if I ask daddy and mommy for anything, I know they have to work for it. It doesn't just fall from heaven like manna.
Okay, all right.
And they have it.
I love the analogy you've used. I love how you've broken it down for children especially. And that aspect of when they see, if you give a note to them, then it's, I can just go buy sweets and it's over. But I really like that analogy. And because of time, imagine it's about 4 minutes to go to the end of the show. But before we end it, Celine, sometimes you find that someone has an irregular income, okay? And sometimes they're down, sometimes they're low. How then does gratitude still help these people to remain loyal to their financial journey?
Gratitude mindset will ground you, will make you grounded.
Okay.
Because you will know that this is what I have, and sometimes I might lack. I might lack it, and you appreciate that fact. Now, when you cultivate that gratitude mindset within yourself, you'll be able to plan with what you have. You'll not be able to overspend on the things that you don't want, on the things that you don't need. I mean, now while doing that, you'll be able to know that at this particular moment I can do 1, 2. You can meet your goals one by one by budgeting, by planning, even for short-term, long-term goals. If you know you're planning for long-term goals, you'll be able to appreciate that. I mean, business, and sometimes business doesn't go very well. Now this period that I have money, I can plan, I can even overpay on some maybe investments or savings to cover the periods that I'll not be able to get money. So gratitude, it shows that you've already appreciated where you are, the money, the sources of income, your sources of income. And when you appreciate these sources of income, you are able to open doors for yourself. You're able to appreciate even the journey that you're going through.
Fantastic. Your parting shot, sir.
Yes. My parting shot will be this, that it is important to think now, but it's still important to think ahead. It is important to say, thank you, God, for who I am today, for where I am at today. And thank you, God, for where you are leading me to. But it has to start with you. You have to have a deliberate decision to grow yourself. You have to make a deliberate decision to grow in all aspects, finances, relationships, but it has to start. And the time to start is now.
The time to start is now.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think I'll end it right there. Celine and Francis, thank you so much for making time to be here with us.
Thank
An amazing conversation this has been. And thank you to you, our amazing, loyal partner that you've always been walking this journey with us. We want to say a very big asante sana. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for the engagement, and being part of this conversation. Remember, like I said earlier, like Mercy Maina, Mary Maina, she gave us a story of impact. How impactful then it is to be a partner. And we just want to encourage you, to urge you to be part of this amazing team, amazing community. We are a community actually of partners. We're a family. So when we come together, great things do happen. And indeed, right now, as we speak, great things are happening courtesy of your contribution. Remember to be part of this, to be a supporter, to be a collaborator, and a co-laborer. You can do that through paybill number 316. The account number is your telephone number. We also have our cooperative bank account, and it is right there on your screen right now, and it is 0113 600 799 100, and the account name is TBN Family Media. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God shine his face upon you, even as you continue being grateful. Remember, tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day, the 27th day of November 2025, and we are still on Matters Gratitude, even in relationships. So I'll be talking about even when that love is not perfect, are you grateful? So see you tomorrow on Relationship Clinic. God bless you, and bye for now.